All right. What is up, everybody? Justice Egan here, and today is another episode of 21st Century Sponsoring Live, where I share some great internet marketing tips with you, help you with your lead gen, with your traffic, and help you get the information you need to, to grow your business online faster. Let me just adjust this camera here. Let's see if we can get that deal in there. I don't know if I'm going to get it both. There we go, getting situated. All right, well, we're going to have to do with a little bit of both here. Guys, here's the deal. Today I want to talk to you about list building. If you have not been on this live stream, which we do every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, there's a great opportunity for you to see the previous episodes up here at justiceegan.com/live. I always put on there also my upcoming webinars. Got a great webinar coming up tomorrow night. For those of you who want to learn how to create an incredible giveaway that can really attract the perfect prospect, right? Super compelling stuff to get somebody opting into your page. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit here today when it comes to growing your list fast. All right. Here's the deal. I think that people get this a little bit wrong, and I think that there's not enough focus in the right places when people are trying to market their business. Everybody gets on social media. They want to, maybe they get their blog going. Maybe they learn these different marketing strategies, but never seeing that the number one objective is to grow your list. Hands down, hands down. And so many marketers are working on all these different things, right? They're making things look perfect, and they're getting this perfect funnel going, or they're tweaking this, or fooling around with this. And at the end of the day, they're not doing the activities that are going to move them towards growing their list. So here's the deal. Social media followings are great. It's great to have a great Facebook following. It's great if you've got loads of Instagram followers, or if, people are connecting with you on Snapchat and all that good stuff. But without making every effort to direct those people and ultimately get them onto your email list, you're missing the boat big time. Okay, the email list is still your number one asset, bar none, to your online marketing efforts. And what you've got to see is you've got to look at it and understand that list, that's your warm list. Okay, that is in the online world, that's your warm list. Now, they might not be warm at the moment, they might start cold, but your job is to turn that cold list warm. So when you join a network marketing business and they tell you go out there and make your list, when you get online, you are making your list. You're capturing these people's information so that you can communicate with them about your product, service, opportunity. But there's a way in which you need to do that. We're going to talk about that a little further in a moment. Guys, if you're over on Periscope and you join me, give me some hearts over there. Definitely drop some comments over here on Facebook, and make sure to subscribe over on Facebook or on Periscope. And you guys, you can get the details on our previous episodes up here at justiceegan.com/live. Let me just check the scene over here on Facebook, and then we will get started. So why do you want to build a list? Well, for one of the things we need online is we need traffic, right? Traffic is eyeballs. Traffic is getting people to see your stuff, your webpage, whatever it is that you're putting out there. And there's different kinds of traffic. Some traffic's more targeted, some traffic's less targeted, some traffic is more in your control, some traffic is out of your control. I'll give you an example. I used to get so much of my traffic from YouTube. And I did it through free search, through learning how to kind of, give the algorithm what it wanted so that my videos showed up in search. And the catch is when YouTube and Google changed their algorithms, guess what happened? I lost a lot of traffic. There wasn't really anything I could run and do about it. I could go try and learn what the new algorithms were and all that different stuff, but it was completely out of my control. On social media, a little bit more in my control. I've got people, they're captive, right? I've got a captive audience, but again, algorithms change there too. Right? Facebook's constantly changing its algorithm as to what they're going to show. Instagram just changed its algorithm. I mean, it's constant change there. Your email list, however, you have more control over that, right? I can go, in social media and different places, I can go do paid advertising, a little bit more control over that. But your email list is where you have control. And so if you are online, if you're building a business and every move you're making isn't leading the end goal of building your email list. Obviously, the end goal is make sales, get loyal teammates, repeat buyers, all this different stuff. But initially, the end goal of what you're doing right now has to be to build your list, to get the leads opting in. If it's especially if it's not already. I know a lot of people who are spending lots of days being busy. And if I said, well, what are the actions you're taking to grow your list? How does this get people on your list? They'd go, well, I think maybe this is how they'll get there, or that's how they'll get there, or hopefully they do this. See, the actions you're taking right now in your business, if you're not growing your list consistently, guys, you need to make the shift, okay? It needs to go to every move I make. The end game here is moving people towards my hub, which is my blog, okay? And from there, they're going to end up on my list. Sometimes I even move people. Sometimes I'm not directing people to my blog. Sometimes I'm directing them directly to my list. I was having a conversation with a coaching client the other day, and we talked about all the different things I started doing, creating content and running ads and all these different, and it was all great. And she was, she'd promote one thing over here and one thing over there and one thing over here. And I said, listen, you just came up with a brand new giveaway. Okay, brand new, great giveaway. Your content needs to direct there. Your calls to action need to direct there. Your marketing needs to direct there, or to content that directs there to that giveaway. Why? Because you need to grow your list. You can fill hours and hours and hours a day with doing stuff that isn't serving that purpose, right? And see, what most people do is a lot of people are looking, how do I get them? What do I say? What do I say to get them to buy? And we're pitching links out there on social media. We're trying to just straight like hardcore close people the moment we meet them. What we don't understand is that the list, that your email list offers you an opportunity to kind of incubate that relationship. And the people on that list are going to come around. So it must be your number one priority. Guys, if you're over here on Periscope and that makes sense to you, show me some hearts over here. Guys, drop a comment on Facebook or subscribe if that's making sense to you. I want you to understand that if you want to learn more about actually creating a giveaway, justiceegan.com/live, doing an awesome webinar tomorrow night that will teach you how to do that. Now, a couple aspects of growing your list, or where really, I could call them tips, I could say they're where people go wrong, right? One thing is not understanding someone's target audience, not understanding who you're speaking to. See, the key to growing a list is to be the ultimate problem solver. And again, the energy of people when they get out into their marketing is that they're solving their problem. How do I get them? How do I get them to say yes, right? And if you make your number one objective to solve their problem, then you've got to figure out what their problem is. Well, who's they? They is your target audience. And too big is where most people go. Understand, I heard it said really, really well one time, in order to attract, you must also repel. Okay, don't be afraid to let people go. Get excited to speak to a specific person, a specific avatar. And when you do, when you understand that person, you literally could envision yourself sitting across a table from them, having a conversation with them. Once that's the deal, then you can solve their problem with ease. Then you can speak to their pains and their problems with ease, right? And that's how you get someone into your world. That's how you get someone on your email list. That's how you can start the communication process, the follow-up process, to ultimately get them buying from you, to ultimately get them joining your business. Again, it's not a magic email that gets them to join the business. It's not the magic sales page. It's not some script. It is the fact that they believe that you have the solution, right? That you can help them. They see you as a person of authority. They trust you. They've gotten to know you because they're in a world where you can control how much you communicate with them and what you communicate with them. And that world is your email list. So let's see. So create content to gear towards a free package. What's up, guys? Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's a great question. So all roads, I remember when I got started, I basically had this one giveaway. It was a free presentation. It talked to people about how to get 19 checks a month and sponsor with a lot more ease. And everything I did directed there. If I did a YouTube video, it directed there. If I did a blog post, it directed there. Anytime I did a piece of content, I didn't go out there and spam that link everywhere. I didn't just go plastering it on social media. I didn't just run out and go throw it, you know, like on Twitter all day long or post it over my Facebook wall. Give something of value first, content first. Lead with value. We've all heard that phrase. And then that becomes the bridge to your giveaway. So let me just show you something here, guys. This is, so if this is your funnel, and these are the different, you know, areas, processes, right? Maybe this is your giveaway, and I'm gonna have a difficult time writing sideways here. And this is your giveaway. That's the free giveaway that people enter their name and email for, right? That's your giveaway, and then here is maybe your SLO or funded proposal. SLO stands for self-liquidating offer. And that is something that you want to sell low cost, high value to offset advertising costs, offset the cost of marketing. So if I have let's say I have a self-liquidating offer at $27, that is something very congruent with this giveaway. So in other words, this giveaway solves a problem, and then this SLO solves the problem even deeper. You know, maybe it's better information. And then we've got follow-up, which is a series of emails, maybe even possibly a phone call if they've given it to you. And then we've got exposure to your next sale here, which for a lot of you, maybe your network marketing company, okay? This is where you're going to sponsor people. What you have to understand is there are people out there everywhere, right? They've gone into a home meeting, they come out of the home meeting, they're all disappointed, right? They're like, they go talk to 10 people, you know, the first 5 tell them they're crazy, and then they're like, what do I do, right? Well, they've got a big question. And their question, if you understand who your target market is, which for a lot of you, it's likely network marketers, struggling network marketers, people who want to get into network marketing, people who want to grow their business bigger. Maybe for others, it's people who want to get healthy. It can be anything, right? People want to travel more, does not matter. But they've got this big question. And the question is like their pain, their problem. They need to solve it. So what you want to do, so you've got this giveaway that solves, right? That solves for this in a big way. Then, you know, your process starts. So all you need to do is create a bridge between your prospect who's out there online and this process. That's it. That's all you need to do. You need to create a bridge. And that bridge is done in the form, one of the best forms is content. And the reason why it's one of the best forms is because content can prepare them, it can kind of pre-frame them for this offer. Also, it positions you as the authority, it builds trust, all that good stuff. Be a consultant, so to create content. Guys, making sense to you? If it is, let me see some hearts over on Periscope. Give me some likes or share this over on Facebook here. What do we got? Okay, we got some people joining here. Make sure to subscribe as well. And guys, see, here's the thing. Couple things you need to understand. You need to understand exactly who this person is. Then the other thing that you need to understand is right here. You got to get the front part right. You got to get the giveaway right. If you don't have the giveaway right, you got nothing. So if you go over to justiceegan.com/live, I actually list my upcoming webinars there, and I'm doing a webinar tomorrow night where I'm going to teach you how to create the perfect giveaway. This is what we're going to talk about tomorrow, how to create the perfect giveaway. We're going to do that at 9 p.m. Eastern. Plus, over here, you'll see some of the archives from previous to these live sessions here. This is the 4th one. We're going to do this every Wednesday at 2 p.m., guys. Very, very, very good stuff. Excited to bring content your way. So now, why is it so important to understand this person? I got to make sure we still got some time here. We do. Why is it so important to understand this person? Well, one, you've got to know what their problem is, but two, it's in how you communicate. You know, I just came back from a mastermind where we were talking about this a lot. And the words you use, the way in which you communicate here, also known as copywriting. All right? Copywriting is moving people with the written word, guys. So the words you use in your content, the words you use to get their attention in the headline of the content, right, that gets the person to your content, the words you use to move them through your content, and then really, when they get here, the words you use to help them understand that your giveaway is the ultimate solution to their problem, that like they have landed in the right place. They have to feel compelled. Guys, drop a comment if you've ever seen something where you're like, I've got to have that, right? This is perfect. It came to me at the perfect time. I need to have this right now. I need to put my name and email on it. I need to buy it, right? Where someone has completely hit a nerve. They've put something in front of you that you're like, I must have it. That's the kind of emotional trigger that we need to make, and we make it in the way we communicate. Can't communicate that way if you don't know who that person is. If you don't know what their biggest problems, if you don't know what their pains are, what keeps them up tossing and turning at night. Because if you can get this process down, you can get really incredible results. It doesn't have to be complicated. Again, 80% of my traffic for the first year, 80% of traffic until I went full time, all went to one link. I see lots of people out there working on lots of different stuff. They are busy in their business, but this they're not getting. This is it. I mean, this is the whole shebang right here. You've got to deliver, these pieces of content become regular bridges that are out there all over the internet, right? Find the pains, be a consultant, thumbs up, awesome. Appreciate you, Pedro. Who else is on with us? Brian's on here. I see some other viewers. Guys, definitely drop a comment below or say hello. Definitely want to know who's on with us. So if you're doing stuff like fixing your blog header, or you're out there trying to just on social media where you're posting all these different things and you're trying to grow your audience and get more followers, if you're missing, like if this isn't front and center, if this isn't everything you're focused on from a standpoint of bridging people into your world, you're missing the boat. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. And I see people create content that doesn't have strong calls to action. And it's like, wait, but this is your moment. They're watching your stuff. They're reading your stuff. This is the time to move them to your giveaway. This is the time to get them into your world. I see people that connect all day on social media. They grow their audience, grow their audience, grow their audience. There never becomes an opportunity through content usually, or occasionally if it's positioned right through a straight bridge to your giveaway. But I very rarely see people bridging this properly, right? Or the other extreme is where people are their mind is right here on what this is. I need to make this big sale right now. And instead of bridging people into a process like this and warming them up, they're just like pitching this person all day long on this. That's what they're doing on social media. Thinking it's just a numbers game. If I go out there and I spam enough groups and I copy and paste this message to enough people, eventually they're going to say yes. This is where it's at, guys. This is definitely where it's at. And if you want to learn how to create a real serious giveaway, I love this style of webinar that I'm going to do tomorrow night. I'm actually going to take someone live out of the crowd. Okay? We're going to choose someone's business. We're going to identify the target audience, and we are going to create a giveaway live in real time. Is that a little different than what you're used to? So you can go to justiceegan.com/live to get registered. Also, piece of information for you guys here today. Let's see, who do we got on here? Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the comments. Piece of information for those of you who have been following me pretty closely. If any of you have seen Cesar Rodriguez's Snapchat recruiting course, the cart closes on that today. Sent an email out to who? My list. Why? Because it's traffic I control. I click a button, that goes out to 10,000 people. Okay, and those people open it up. Over 1,000 are gonna view my message just because I've got something to say and I want to put them on notice that this awesome course is going away at midnight tonight. And I've got some really cool bonuses. You actually get choice of either my Audience Builders Blueprint, my what's the other thing? Audience Builders Blueprint, my Cashing On webinars, or my Colorado Mastermind recordings. You get choice of one of those as a bonus if you want. If Snapchat recruiting is something you want to learn. But either way, if you do have people on Snapchat, if you do learn how to build that audience on Snapchat, at certain times, you're going to want to connect with them. Move them where? Move them into this world. Get them into your funnel. Get them onto your list. Now, on a place like Snapchat, that might be through conversation that you've got to do. Right? But this is where you want people at the end of the day. Guys, the money is in the list. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, make sure to drop a comment below. Guys, if you want to get registered for tomorrow night's webinar, go up to justiceegan.com/live. And don't forget, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we are doing this live show. We will have this recording up for you very, very soon. So guys, signing off. Have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon.